this tree for 14 years. And the first stubs were purchased at the United Nations gift shop during the Vietnam War, where my husband was a congressional delegate to the United Nations. And the tree has been dressed each year, or was dressed during the war every year, and used in our home. And I have to say that I bought this tree from Chester about 20 years ago. It seems that long anyway. And it's the hemlock tree, which is Pennsylvania's native tree. And it looks real, but it's truly artificial. And I think that helps to make the tree beautiful.
It certainly is a very beautiful tree. One of the prettiest trees on display, although there's quite a few very beautiful.
Yes, I think each room has
I
a
think the ladies have done a wonderful job.
Oh, I think so too.
Camper wicking, and it's very colonial because it's recently becoming popular again. And one of this type of embroidery is not time out. The way it got its name in the colonial days, they actually did wick against the camper. And it's all done on a muslin with a cotton thread, and then you shrink it, and that's what holds all your non display.
And the teddy bears that you see here are from the local children who brought them in, scouts for children, and we're going to give them a prize, some of them for the teddy bears. Over here we have it's a felt tree. Bertha May Moore made all of those ornaments. Everything's handcrafted on that tree. And behind me here is your pine cone tree, which was done by Robin from Robin's Nest. And that's also everything handcrafted on there. And it's all in here with our fire equipment. It was in 1898. These ornaments came from Hawaii. Look at those. And Nancy Prufnick's brother is there, and he bought these for her and sent them there from Hawaii. That's the tree that she made. See all the cookies and stuff. Is that what it is? Yeah. The Cookie Village. Oh, yeah. Tell me
How many folks did you have registered today? This is the last showing, isn't it?
Yes, this is the last showing. Today we took in, I'd say at least 840.
How about that? And your other days that you were open, did this exceed all the other
This
days?
exceeds all the others, and yesterday we had what, around we had 2,000, over 2,000 today. Not today.
For the 2 weeks.
It's almost 3,000. Up together, all together, almost 3,000. And this is our donation box. I have no idea what we have in it yet. We both grows. This is made out of red socks by Noah Mayers. And she's put the buttons between the two soles. And she has a note there. And the pictures are made by Mr. Congelco's class in Windber High School. The sophomore class. And the tree is made from a plastic screen in the
And the Santa Clauses are a donation. Mr. Windber. Let's go. And the mitten tree is one of our favorites. They are going to the needy children in Windber. And we have to gather names for it. And it is Nova Mayer's tree, and she took care of it. She made a lot of gloves on the tree. And the pictures are all from the Windber area scene long ago. We have a beauty manger scene here, all ceramic, and it's made by Bernadine Babbitt. Can you get the name? Welcome to the hospital room. And this bedspread was made by Mrs. Petrillo, and the hydrangeas tree was decorated by Sally Simpson, and Teresa and Sally Simpson did the bouquet, and the Victorian dollhouse with all the little items in it is owned by Agnes Dias, and she crocheted some rugs, and she did the bed, made the bedspread, and she has collected a lot of little things, and has a wreath on the window, and a Tiffany shade, and a broom, and donuts on the table, and the wreath was made about 3 years ago out of hydrangeas, and they spray it with matte. It's Virginia Schaefer and Teresa Ledney, and the tree in the frame was done by Agnes Dias. And some of the wreaths were done by Clara, and some of them were done by Teresa. This is the wreath done by Robert Fritz and Robin. Actually, we have the type setting equipment that was originally Windber Ears equipment, and the Richland Plastic and Engraving Company just recently donated it to the museum. And we had this as a bedroom last year, but we decided that this equipment would be worth keeping. So of course they covered it with sheets and made everything blue and white because of the Smurf room. And I'm sure there's any child around that could tell you a lot more about Smurfs than I can. And I just know that my grandchildren really enjoy them. And they have everything here from a boys' play and groom set to earphones and notebooks and all kinds of dolls. And the tree was decorated by Sally Simpson, Teresa Ledney, and William Kaczynski. And the Smurf toys are from GB's. But we removed all of that equipment that we could get out so that we could put this farm display. This was made by Kenneth Berkebile, who is an uncle of Sally Simpson, and he made it 50 years ago out of orange crates. This includes, of course, the barns and the garage and the lamp post and the fence. And the farm tree was the decorations on the farm tree were made by Kelly Frazier, and the clown tree was made by two women that belonged to the Allied artists, Beverly Hoover and E.J. Williams. And some of the clowns were donated by friends, that is, they were lent by friends because some of them, of course, were not for sale, but they had sold most of the trimmings on the clown tree. This clown is very old. So that, of course, was just loaned for decoration.
Whenever after you make a
this is the ceramic room, and myself, Verna Walker, Laverne Hostetler, and Florence Kaufman set the, we put the room together. But my daughter, the ceramics on the tree were all made by my daughter, Jean Cassiban. The icicles on the tree I made. They're made out of crystal beads. But it's called a sleigh bed. And it is, the wood is K.O. wood, K-A-O, from South America. The doll on the bed belongs to Laverne Hostetler, and it's over 100 years old. Welcome to the rope bedroom, and they used a rope for the frame, and they used hay or straw or feather mattress. And we have a little foot warmer here, or bed warmer. It was made in 1915, and there was a gentleman in last Friday, and he told me that they have some pottery ones that are about 80 or 90 years old, and so they're a little bit older than this type. And this cradle was donated by Joe Novak, and he told us there was a crank on it and a music box, but neither one works, or he really doesn't have the crank to it. And Helen Steele owns the doll with the long dark curls, and she said it's 60 years old. And these other dolls are old. And this doll collection is owned by Stacy Marin, who is Helen's niece. And Dorothy Steele Carver, Helen's sister, collected some of these dolls, and they tell me Stacy has about 200 more at home. And some of these are called storybook dolls, such as Red Riding Hood, and then some are for holidays, like the witch. And she was so beautiful, I didn't recognize her as a witch. You know, I thought she was a girl in an orange evening gown with a cape. We figured this was Martha and George Washington. There is a bride and groom here, and St. Lucius, an angel. It's custom in one of the Norwegian countries, where the oldest girl serves breakfast in bed to her family on the first day of Advent that they celebrate on December the 13th. And the poinsettia quilt was made by Mrs. Yawnish, and it's very beautiful. Pull it up here over the rope. We have a lot of toys here that are fairly old, and a pair of shoes, and we marked it. We figured the lady that wore those shoes would have a lot of foot trouble because they're so pointed. And we have some nice wooden toys here, like the cradle and the little boat.
Sure. Over here on my left is Laverne Hostetler. My right's Verna Walker and Clara Norse. And they've been a really big help to me through this Christmas season. I don't know what I'd have done without them. They've been faithful. We had a wonderful, wonderful turnout through cooperation and working together that we could do this. And we hope that next year we could maybe do it twice as nice with the help of even maybe you, laddie, giving us Christmas music.
I'd be happy to do that.
Thank you very much. We do need some male help, so when you're showing this picture, I hope a lot of men will take the hint and say,
Well,
we'll be
say,
glad to help you.
If you want to show it to any of the civic groups, why you just say when and where, and I'll try and arrange to be there to show the pictures to them. I'm sure they'll all be impressed if they haven't seen it actually.
Well, we thank you very much. We really didn't expect this, and this has been really nice. It'll be a nice memory.
Well, I want to thank you for giving me the privilege of coming up and doing it.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you, ladies. And
Well,
you've done a wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.